Welcome back to the channel. My name is David, and today I want to walk you through a kind of mini tutorial on Kajabi email. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Kajabi as a whole, it's an all-in-one website platform that combines literally like everything you would need. So to sell online products, email marketing, build a website, blog, course creator, like it's literally everything you need all in one platform. I usually do live tutorial videos on walking you through the system. But for whatever reason, my live is not working the way I need it to, and I'm not going to spend an hour trying to fix it. So I'll try to fix it tomorrow. Today, I'm going to record this video, without my head in the corner, and try to show you the benefits and tools of email marketing within Kajabi. Before using Kajabi, I used MailChimp and ConvertKit. Those were primarily the ones I used for the last, 4 or 5 years, and then about 2 years ago is when I switched to Kajabi, and I love it. It makes everything so easy because it's already integrated with everything I need it to be. So there's no like, oh, why isn't my email doing what I need it to do? It's all together, so it always does. It always works. That's basically why I love it. I'm on like the Kajabi homepage right now just to highlight some of what they talk about. They call things, the language each different email provider uses is always a little bit different than the other. So as I go through the examples and I log into the system, I'll explain the equivalents basically. So broadcasts are like the mass emails you would send. Analytics, it's very personalized. So we'll go through what that actually looks like. And then on their normal homepage, you can get a 14-day trial. If you use my link below, you can get double that. So you'll get 28 days or basically a full month trial if you want to just try out what I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead into my Kajabi, and this is like the backside inside portion. I am under the marketing tab right here. And the first thing we're going to see are the pipelines. Now, if you haven't seen my pipelines or funnels are just funnels video, I recommend you do that because one of the really cool features of pipelines in Kajabi when it comes to email is that, let me hit a new pipeline real quick so you can see. Let's say you're going for the product launch one. Let's click what that looks like. And at the top here, you see that these are the pages, and then in the small text here, you see 10 emails. So the customer would opt in, receive a series of emails as they're led to different pages. So those 10 emails actually come pre-filled out for you with templates and text for you to fill in and go from there. Obviously, you don't want to like just copy and paste all of your copy because you have to put your personality, your voice, your product, reach your audience in there. But they give you the tool to do that much easier. Instead of starting completely from scratch without any information or any data on what you actually need to say or the order of things you need to say things to your customers in, they give you that so that you're already 50%, 80% of the way there, and then you just need to customize it to say what you need it to say. So all that aside, pipelines and email, they're already nice and combined because Kajabi makes it easy like that. So on the front here, you're going to see a few of my pipelines that are, the very basic ones I've built. I think these are only like a week old because I'm always testing different things. But if I hit email campaigns, you're going to see a page like this, and you're going to see all of the recent emails I've sent out. I usually send out an email every Tuesday or Wednesday to my list. And right now my list is only the authors that I'm trying to target. So the overall list is bigger than the numbers that are here because I haven't been reaching out to the rest of them like I probably should be. So all that said, let's go into actually creating an email, and you're going to see that you have two options. The first option is to do a broadcast. So a broadcast is going to be a single email that reaches whatever portion of your audience you want. The next option is a sequence. So again, these are like the automated emails that you would see, or like an onboarding sequence for other platforms that you might use. So right from the beginning, you have two different options. And then once we go in, you're going to see the additional options that we have. So before I show you either of them, let me show you what an email sequence in play already looks like. So down here, I have author upgrade plan email sequence. So this is an email chain that starts after they download a free 18-page PDF that I created. The PDF is really cool if you want to go check it out. It's on my website. And so you can see that the sequence shows me the number of emails. So in all, there's only 4 emails here. And then you can see the number sent, what percentage of those are opened, the percentage that are clicked, and the percentage of people that unsubscribe during that chain. Now again, this sequence I think is less than 2 weeks old. So again, I'm just testing it to see what kind of response I'm getting. I like that all of my open rates are circling around 60%. I'm really happy with that. The click-through rate, I need to be much higher, especially day 2 and 3 is when I'm actually trying to get them to take an additional action step. So I would love to get that much higher. And the unsubscribed, I'm, most of the time they're all at 1% or lower. I'll probably be fixing day 2's email because it's at 3%. But all of that aside, it's nice that you can see the analytics right up front right away. Another additional thing is that you can add in different triggers along the way. So one thing I have here is the second the person is subscribed to this initial email, they're going to get added a tag to their profile. So now later on when I want to send broadcast emails and I only want to send it to one group, the author group right here, they've already been tagged because they went through this sequence. So anyways, that's kind of like what the background of a sequence looks like. Now I'm going to go back and show you the broadcast because that will show you basically the whole internal system of building an email. Now, with Kajabi, they give you a bunch of templates basically anywhere you are for anything you want to build so that you don't have to start from scratch. There's a lot of really beautiful ones here. Again, it depends on what you're wanting to do. I like this one so much. I just think it's really classy when you can do things like that. So anyways, the 2 that I use the most often are just the top 2 here, the simple text one and the share newsletter. Both of them open up a similar builder. So let me show you what each one looks like. And they should open up the way I need them to. Oh no. Okay, let me click here. So we're gonna go ahead and start simple text example. Boo, boo, boo. Loading, and everything's good. Cool. So first step is to select what group of people you want to reach. So all people, members or subscribers but not members. So when you have courses or products that you're selling within Kajabi, even if you haven't tagged those people in a distinct way, Kajabi will differentiate them for you. So people who have purchased a product or not, subscribers who have not purchased a product, so on and so forth, Kajabi is already breaking that down for you. The final option down here is the custom segment, and so that's where you can go ahead and get a lot more detailed. If you've added tags, let me find where the tags are. Yeah, so like tag filters, has any of these tags or does not have tags. If you are looking according to their activity, when they've visited a page, when they've opened up an email, literally like almost anything you can think of, there's already a pre-built filter for you to find those customers. If you are doing local marketing and you want to find people only within certain states or zip codes or so on, again, Kajabi makes it very easy, and then you can stack these on top of each other to get multiple different things. So is a member and let's say also has a tag of author. Boom. Let's apply both of those. And so you can see there's only 16 matches, mostly because I've only started using that tag recently. But yeah, so you can stack those on top of each other so that you can have, a much more targeted list. After you figure out who you're going to send it to, the next page is going to be where you actually build the email. So the internal title is only for your use, so that's why I did like simple text example. The subject is what they're going to see in the header or in the title when they receive the email. So this is what they see first. And then preview text is like when you're in email and then you just see a little bit of preview of what that email actually contains. You can customize it here so that it doesn't have to be the same thing as what's in your email. I usually use this feature with something like a question or something to pique their interest so that they actually want to go ahead and read the email, because my first line isn't always like the most capturing. It might be like leading into something, a story or so on. Below that, we have the actual email editor. So if we launch email editor, the button in the right hand side, you're going to see it takes us to another page. And if you've watched like the other videos I've done on building a website with Kajabi or pages with Kajabi, you'll be very familiar with this system. It's the same idea. So you have the main element that you're building on the main screen, and then to the left you have all the different elements that you can add in. So first here we have the text. So this is where you can go ahead and write whatever you want. Again, pretty much everything you can do to a blog post, you can do to the email text. We'll just save that so you can see I bolded something just to make an example. We have a button underneath that. So again, we can go in and just change lots of things to it. I like making my buttons outlined, not that thick. We'll make it gigantic or small. So again, you can make it centered. Lots of simple things you can do. We're gonna go back and you can add additional sections. So again, on the left-hand side here, you can add images, your logo, countdown, social icons, make it very easy. Again, if you have watched the videos on how to build a blog post or the website on Kajabi, the email editor is essentially a simplified version of that, because you don't want to send people 1,000 things in the email. Most of the time, you want your emails to be concise and targeted towards an action that they want to take, not necessarily building this whole beautiful thing that only half of the people who will receive it are going to read. So anyways, that is how you build an email within Kajabi. I'm going to go to the other example now real quick. Let's go ahead and show you what a newsletter looks like, since that was just a simple text. We're going to go ahead and do newsletter example. Oh, there we go. And that is going now. Great. Again, it begins with the option to limit your subscriber base so you can find out or send to the people who actually want to read what you're sending. And then again, you have the subject, you have the internal title, the subject, the preview text, and then now you see that the email section that we're looking at looks a little different. So we're going to go ahead, launch the email editor, and it's essentially the same idea, the same tools as before. We can add a section. We have the same, I believe it's 12 different options on the left-hand side, but the way they've laid it out and the fact that it's more, you can see that there's a white and then a gray, that there's a distinction in there. It's meant to be more than just a simple text email. So at the top here, we have a logo, we have a whole bunch of different options. And so, if you are doing physical product sales or digital product sales and they're very image heavy, or you want to show off the beautiful things you created, then a newsletter would make more sense, because now it's more showy than actionable. All that said, you can basically build whatever you want within the Kajabi system. Let me just go back to the main thing here so you can see the different templates, showcasing a product, announcing an event. That's where you can use, you can use the countdown in any of them, but this one's kind of built around that countdown element, which is really cool. If you give me a timer, I'm probably going to take action more often than not, because you put a time limit on it. And so down here you can see some other picture-oriented things. They're really cool. I really like the templates. I've only played around with 4 templates in all. I should probably play around with more of them. But yeah, so if you're interested in checking out Kajabi email, again, it's just one part of the whole all-in-one system. Go ahead and check out my link below. You'll get 28-day free trial to see if it works for you, see if it is what you want to do. They make it really easy to transfer over your list. Again, I said I used ConvertKit and MailChimp for about 4 years before jumping over to Kajabi. And then when I used the exact same 28-day free trial. I tried everything and I really liked it. And then, I emailed their help thing. I was like, hey, I have 2,000, 3,000 people on these other list. How do I get them over here? And we literally had it done in less than 10 minutes, and everything was in Kajabi. They had different tags and whatever I needed them to have, and we were good to go. And so if you are looking to make a transition, especially for your email provider, email can get pretty expensive as your list grows over time. So knowing that your list, like on Kajabi, it's going to cost you exactly the same amount whether you have 10 people on your list or 10,000. And so just keep that in mind, that you want a system that allows you to grow and doesn't penalize you for getting more popular or sending more emails. Yeah, so basically Kajabi makes it easy to grow as a creator, as an author, as a blogger, whatever you want to build. Kajabi makes it easy to grow along with you and not charge you more as you grow. So again, check out the trial I have in the description below. Thank you again for watching. If you want me to go into any more detail about any of the elements that we kind of glossed over in this short video, definitely leave me a comment below. And make sure you subscribe. I do videos on Kajabi related tutorials, other tech tutorials, and author related advice every week. So if you want any of that, make sure you subscribe so that you can catch some really useful information. I'd like to think so. Thank you again for watching. See you next time.